For a while now, I've been interested in RA4 reversal prints, that is, using RA4 paper designed to make color negative prints or color prints from negatives in a different way, to make direct positives on RA4 paper and develop it without an internegative. I invented the self-developing back to shoot large RA4 paper, specifically 20 by 24s on the back of a view camera, and then take it off and develop them as positives. There have been a lot of people who have done some really great work in RA4 reversals. The artist Brendan Barry in the UK does some really wonderful work. My friend Joe, a whole lot of APUG people, Photrio people, online photochemistry message boards, if you will. These processes are very interesting and useful, and some people are working in serious ways in that medium. It's an alternative process that is very clear and useful, but I don't think there have been many devices, photo machines, photo processes made for that process to make it easily available. This year I made this format around 4-inch Minilab paper. It's a standardized cassette. You can put black and white, or in my case RA4 paper, in it. These cans hold, I actually don't know, I'm like Mr. Owl in the Tootsie Roll Pop, but I've smoothly loaded up to 56 feet, 53 feet of paper in here. I've gotten 106 pictures on a roll. These rolls fit this bag. Okay, this is a 4-inch 4x5 roll paper bag. It has a standard Graflock 4.5 mounting flange, so it can fit on any 4x5 camera, any one that takes a 4x5 sheet film holder, and it can lock to any Graflock back. Those are the ones like a Speed Graphic or a Crown Graphic, which have these sliding tabs. Usually they're in metal, and the original ones made in the 30s. It has an offset registration, like a Loma Graflock back, and well, it takes 2 of these cans, a full one and an empty one. Okay, without going into too much specifics, sorry, bear with me. I made this bag, I made this can, I made a modular 4x5 camera system. In this case, it's built into like a TLR, although really this back will be used mostly on any type of 4x5 camera. Okay, how do you develop a 55-foot long roll of paper? Well, the taco method, or like what is this method? Rolling it back and forth, or rolling it one to the other for black and white in a dark room might be an okay method. Better are these giant 4-inch reels. You load these like a Nikkor reel and develop them in a 5-gallon bucket. Let's see one over there. But I did one better. So this is the maybe the world's first modular photo processor, modular continuous transport photo processor. You can build it like Capsella or Legos. I think Capsella is probably the best analogy. Erector sets, if you will. You can build different photo processors out of the modules. In this case, I think this is the first ever RA4 reversal processor that can process continuously, 100 pictures on a roll. It can also be configured for black and white, negatives, film and paper. I've done C41 film in it. You can do RA4 color prints from. Okay, I made all of this stuff. Where can I buy them? Cameradactyl.com. I'll be making them. You can buy them. Great, yay! Here's the thing, though. I just spent 14 months basically just doing R&D. Just the thing that I really love doing. I am going to have to go into just manufacturing mode. I can't do R&D like this at half-time or part-time. This is work one does all day, every day to get here. And I can recoup the cost of it by making these things and those things and selling it to you. And I will do better than working at Burger King doing so. But I want to do it a little bit differently. I want to do just the thing that I think I am good at. I want to just make photo machines and then give them to you on the internet for free and then just do that again, over and over. There's a lot of things that I want to do. But here's the problem with that is I just spent 14 months and a lot on R&D, right? Overhead of running a business that you pretend to be closed for months on end, or, you know, I spent $2,000 on silicon tubing in all of this. I want to just do R&D, and I want to just give you the files, but I can't exactly, and I don't want to just sell the files for a number of reasons, and we'll get into that later. But really, what I want to do is make you this pitch. Just close your eyes for a second and pretend with me. Just close your eyes and pretend that I am an artist. Okay, now open them back up and keep watching this video. What I make is infinite copies of digital STL sculptures of parts of photo machines that are downloadable and printable ad infinitum. And also what I make are very limited editions of one, analog originals of these RA4 positives. Actually, some black and white positives as well. In the course of developing all of these parts, I have, one might say ruined, but certainly shot and processed a few miles of film and paper. And I have a huge collection of pictures of largely my own head, actually, and some of my friends, and my camera parts. I'm going to sell a lot of these pictures that I generated. And here's the deal. When every $2,000 increment of those pictures are sold, I will release one file set, which will have at least one file, but maybe a few, on my website for free. It will take 150 of these sets to complete the entire master system, right? All of the photo processor parts and the camera back parts and the cassette parts and the camera parts and the reels. The entire master system will be downloadable for free eventually when the internet buys $300,000 worth of my art. Yeah? Until then, I'm just going to sell the processors. After that, there will be print farms that will be able to download my files and then manufacture and sell these things cheaper than I will be able to even make them myself, right? It would be cheaper for me to just buy the parts from a print farm than to sell you one. And so at that time, I will go back to developing things and just do R&D full time until I got another proposal such as this for you. Until then, you can buy a machine at cameradactyl.com or I don't know, sign up for a workshop or come rent a camera or something. I got a studio now. Editor's note here, while I do sincerely think that there's personal and historical value in the photos that I made during the development of the master system, I think that they're certainly the first of the format, and I would like to think that they are a pioneering use of the RA4 reversal process, which has existed well before I was born. I'm not under the illusion that the art world is yet willing to buy enough Ethans that I could continue doing what it is that I like to do and am good at with all of my time. However, I think it's kind of a no-brainer that about 600 people worldwide might be willing to spend $500 on my files or my head in lieu of my files. A little convoluted. Those people who have a dark room and own a 3D printer already, it should be a very clear thing for you to support. And so I will make a bunch of more dry technical videos. You could think of them as like instruction manuals or spec sheets for the products, where we really look very deeply into how they work, how to load them. And then I'll publish a little bit about what I have discovered with regards to the new hotness in color science and tones of reversal paper prints. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Have a nice day.